And once again, welcome back to Orem High School on the first round of the 3A Girls State Championships. We've got South Sevier and Delta tangling here in this first one alongside Curtis Marsh. I'm Ken Nielsen. Thrilled to have you with us here. As we're set to give you the starters in this one. Delta will be the visitors on the board here. They come in the visiting uniforms, the red trimmed in gray and white. And of course, South Sevier will be in the home whites here today.
Which is ironic because both teams are visitors, but you got a designated home team. I'm not sure what that means, but
exactly.
But this game is fun to watch. We're going to start off a tournament which will end with the boys tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Well, if you want to have fun, you love basketball, come up here, find yourself a seat, and you can watch game after game after game. There are 8 games today, 8 games tomorrow. So,
and you know that both Coach Johnson and Coach Hepworth. They say they're focused 100%, but they're taking a little look at that Grantsville team down the road.
Oh, absolutely. So here's your starters. First of all, for the Delta Rabbits, they'll come with a 5-foot senior guard wearing number 2. It'll be Brinkley Sentker. She averages 4 points per game, and she can shoot the 3. Jordy Nilsson runs the show for the Rabbits. She's a 5'6" sophomore guard. Wears number 5, averages 5 points per ball game. Brinley Henry is a 5'9" senior forward, wears number 12, averages 6.5 points per ball game. And another guard is a 5'6" senior, Elise Pratt. She wears number 21, and rounding out the starting 5 is the 5'11" senior leader. Wearing number 22 is Shady Fowles, averages 7 points per game. We mentioned the head coach, Jordan Johnson. The principals, Mrs. Teresa Thompson. The athletic directors, Mr. Rob Fowles.
And now for our South Sevier Lady Rams, they will start number 1, and she is a junior guard, Brickell Brindley. Along with her, number 10, that is Kenzie Jones. She is also a junior. Number 12, a senior, number 11, Kaylee Jensen, will start at center. Number 12, that is Maddie Blackburn. She is also a senior. And they are coached by Coach Stuart Hepworth. Randy Madsen's principal of South Sevier High School, and we are about ready to tip off.
Yeah, I think, we are ready to go.
And I think I missed Presley Chappell. She's number 13, and she's an up-and-coming player right here. She's got size, and she's going to start the game by jumping off against Shaylee Fowles.
Good crowd making their way into the gym here. To our left is the Delta High student body and the band. You'll hear the band throughout this one for sure. Tip is won by South Sevier, and they will come immediately right to the bucket. Up at the shot block, though. That was Katie Jensen, and it's taken away, and here comes Jordy Nilsson back the other way for Delta.
Yeah, a little help with Elise Pratt that time. And
here's Shady Fowles out on top with the ball. They move from left to right on our dial and on your screen now.
South Sevier is going to start off in their zone.
Jordy Nilsson hounded out there by Brickell Brindley. Jordy left side now comes across the top of the key. Right side to Shady Fowles. Drives to the baseline. Bumped out of bounds. They say she stepped out of bounds, and so it'll come to the South Sevier Rams. Just underway here, first quarter action.
Yeah, both teams come up empty on the first, but actually they look pretty relaxed to me. Both teams do. Don't see anything too erratic or too, but these teams know each other, and Delta's going to come out in man-to-man.
And the ball gets away momentarily, but it goes right into the hands of Presley Chappell. Puts it up, no good. Rebound off to South Sevier. Here's a long 3, no good. And another offensive rebound and opportunities for South Sevier. The third time is a charm because a foul is going to be called, I believe, against Elise Pratt. And going to the line, going to be Kenzie Jones.
Well, started off that sequence with Presley getting a shot and getting her own rebound. And, you know, they got 3 attempts that time, ended the foul. Kenzie Jones at the foul line. She's a super foul shooter.
So first one is up and good by Kenzie Jones. And South Sevier on the board first in this one. They lead it 1-0. 7 minutes, 2 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Here's the second one. This one's long off the back iron, and another offensive rebound by Kaylee Jensen. Here's the shot up, no good. Another offensive rebound, and ball loose finally, and Delta picks it up.
Yeah, just hustled, a little bit of a scramble that time. And, you know, Delta's going to have to box out. South Sevier's bigger than them in the post players, and they're going to have to limit that by boxing them off the glass.
1-0. South Sevier with the lead. Delta with the ball. Deep left corner. Brinkley Sentker out on front. They'll come to Elise Pratt. Now high post. Brinley Henry drives, puts it up. Got it to go. Brinley Henry.
Great footwork that time. She went right. Laid the basket in and give Delta the first lead and the first score of the game.
2-1. Rabbits lead it here early in this one as Now Sevier with it out on the angle left. Kenzie Jones, ball tipped away down inside. They were trying to find, I believe, Kylie Jensen, and Delta with another steal.
Yeah, and it was good as they tipped that ball as Shaylee Fowles got her hand on that ball.
And so here's Jordy Nielsen with it out on the angle right. Keeps the dribble alive. Now comes up top to Elise Pratt. High post, Shaylee Fowles. Kicks it right side, but the ball's tipped away. It's loose. Ooh, Shaylee Fowles goes down hard. Everybody was a little nervous about that. She's okay. A whistle on a foul. It's going to be out of bounds here for South Sevier. The whistle goes against Shaylee Fowles, her first.
Yeah, she hits the ground. There's kind of a collective gasp in Millard County. But Maddie Blackburn, we talked about her being, I think, the X factor for South Sevier tonight. Really just an all-around athlete.
So here's Kenzie Jones with it. Down inside, layup up and good. This is Kaylee Jensen with a catch and a layup.
And that's Kaylee's game. Kaylee, although she plays post, she's a slasher. She's she uses her quickness more than her size.
So 3-2, lead back to South Sevier. 5.5 to go here in the first quarter. Here's a lob down inside for Brindley Henry, but the ball's poked away, nicely done. And here come the Rams the other way on a little bit of a break. They'll go down inside, nice catch, turn, layup, off the iron, no good, but getting her own rebound, put back Presley Chappell, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rams.
And she's just, you look at her physically, I mean, what's the potential of this sophomore?
Oh, absolutely. Well, she got maybe 2 or 3 offensive rebounds already.
Yeah, and she's going to learn to let the game come to her right now, and just the improvement she's made this year has just been astounding.
Here's a 3, angle right, in and out. No good by Kenzie Jones, and the rebound comes to Delta with 5:07 to go.
And Shalise clears the boards that time. And
so here's the Rabbits with the ball. They trail 3-2, under 5 left in the first.
Delta doesn't shoot the 3, but with the exception of number 2, she shoots the ball well.
Yeah, she'll shoot the ball well. Ball's loose on the floor, picked up by the Rabbits. Elise Pratt with it. Now to Jordy Nielsen. Down in the deep left corner. Brindley Henry drives, cut off, tries to put it up over the tall timber, and a whistle and a foul.
It's going to be a 2-shot foul sending her to the line. And
so with that, Curtis, we need to take a quick 30-second break. Be right back after this.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
And as we come back live, Brindley Henry hits both free throws. We appreciate your patience with us as we've got double sponsors on this one, Curtis, with South Sevier and Delta, so we'll kick some sponsors in during the free throws.
Well, we appreciate those sponsors. And
there's another nice lob inside and a catch by Presley Chappell. She's fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. We'll keep this one here.
And you feel for Brindley Henry and Brinkley because she's just got size on them right now. And
first free throw in and out, no good. 4-3, Delta leads it with 4:28 to go.
Yeah, South Sevier only 1 for 3 from the foul line. And you got to get there. There's a reason they call them free throws, right?
Exactly. Second one, no good. Rebound, Brindley Henry of Delta. She'll get it now to Jordy Nielsen. And they'll slow things down as Jordan, here comes the half-court trap. Delta recognizes it. They stay in the backcourt with it. Now here comes Jordan. Right side gets bumped. No call. That she'll keep control. Down inside, Brindley Henry has a lane to the bucket. Can't control the ball, and it's taken away by South Sevier.
Well, she turned into her left hand and kind of just fumbled the ball, but it was the right idea.
Yep. Down inside. Layup good. This one, Kaylee Jensen.
And that's kind of Kaylee's game. And since they brought Presley into the starting lineup, it allows her to slash a little more because she doesn't have to play a true post slot.
That's 4 for Kaylee here in the ball game out of the 5. Delta with the ball. Left side, Elise Pratt. Now to Jordan Nielsen. She'll drive, kicks it right side. Here's a 3. Brinkley sent her over the top, no good. Rebound, Elise Pratt. They'll reset it. Here goes Shady Fowles down the lane with a layup, up and good. Shady Fowles' first points of the game.
And what a great pass from Elise Pratt. She caught her cutting, hit her right in stride, and right now Delta's very poised against the trap. They're patient.
And we talk about poise and a great effort from a sophomore. Jordan Nielsen, the point guard for Delta, just a sophomore.
Well, good for her.
Layup up, good, count it, and a foul. And one free throw coming there, but again,
Jensen.
Boy, Katie Jensen is just having a ball game here in the first quarter. She's got 6 of the 7 for South Sevier with a chance to add to that.
Well, and you know, she's a girl that averages close to double figures, and that's her game. And right now, Coach Johnson's going to have to decide, because you got the big post in Presley. Boy, it allows her to free roam a little bit, and I don't know how you pick your poison right there.
Free throw up and good. Katie Jensen now with 7 out of the 8, and it's an 8-6 lead. Logan Springer and Haley Christensen, junior and a sophomore, checking in for Delta on that last whistle. Here comes Jordan Nielsen. Gets past the trap, goes all the way down the right side. Tried to lob it over the top to Haley Christensen. The pass just a little too big and goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a good idea. She just got a little excited there. And I think Coach Johnson's a little frustrated that South Sevier's able to put their hands on him a little bit. Because that's an advantage in the trap. And you got to kind of adjust to how these officials call it.
Absolutely. 8-6, South Sevier with the lead. 2:45 to go in the first quarter. Out on top with it, here's Jensen. Yep, dumps it off right side to Kenzie Jones, and a whistle and a foul.
Little reach-in fouls on Jordan Nielsen that time. And
that'll be the first on Jordan.
Boy, that's 16 fouls on Delta, though.
Wow. So, yeah, South Sevier's going to be shooting early in this one as far as being in the 1-1 bonus. Ball comes way out front. Mackenzie Jones, left side, she'll kick it. Here's Blackburn, Maddie with it. Now they'll go down inside, and almost a layup, but the pass just goes off the hands of Katie Jensen out of bounds. Delta dodges a bullet right there.
It was a turnover, but I like the way Haley Christensen came out and fronted that post pass coming into Chapel.
JD Dutson, another sophomore for Delta, 5'8" guard, comes in. She averages 4 points per ball game. And here comes Jordan Nielsen with it as she works up to the half-court line again, looking at the trap that's going to be coming, and here it is. Can't get by it. Now whistle.
Okay. They're going to call that foul on Maddie Blackburn.
Okay. So the first on Maddie.
And I really thought that time what Jordan did was push the issue. Make the official make a call there.
And I'm wrong, Curtis. That's the second on Maddie Blackburn.
Well, that's a big. That really is big. And we'll see Ramage, granddaughter of former Tom Ramage, coach at BYU for many years.
There you go. Alexandria Ramage into the ball game. Delta with it. Here's Jordy Nielsen. Drives, Euro step, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Logan Springer. She gets it out to Brinkley Senker. Now to J.D. Dutson, and then a whistle.
You're going to call a foul on 33. I didn't see it. Did you, Logan
I didn't either.
Springer?
I was watching the ball come out front.
Calling a moving screen, but I didn't see it. You see that Euro step? You know, the first time I ever saw that, Mono Ginobili. Did you see it earlier than that? Some of these European
I'm not
players.
Sure if I ever did.
You know, he brought that into the Spurs, and now you see it at every single level of basketball.
Yeah, 16 foul on Delta, so South Sevier will shoot in the bonus the rest of the half. 8-6, Rams lead it. Under 2 to go here in this first quarter. As South Sevier will have it right side. Here's Jones with it. Looks for some help, finds it. Kaylee Jensen now around the horn left side. Here's a 3, up and no good by Brickell Brindley. Ball's loose, controlled by center of Delta.
She kind of ran down that loose ball. A little hustle play for the Delta.
So Jordy Nielsen with the ball just inside the half-court line as she directs traffic. They're going to spread the floor a little bit right here.
Yeah, they pull that trap off. Now they're in that 1-3-1 right now.
So Jordan Nielsen with it out on the angle left. Looks, puts it on the floor, dribbles left side, now comes out on top to J.D. Dutson. She'll drive right side, kicks it off to Brinkley Senker, gets trapped. Ball gets away, she gets it back somehow, and then she's fouled as she goes to the free throw, and there'll be 2 free throws. We'll be back after this 30-second break.
As tax season once again approaches, remember Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield. Kimball & Roberts will save you time and stress this year when they file your state and federal taxes. The tax professionals at Kimball & Roberts know and understand all the new tax codes and lingo, so you don't have to. They can also help you find deductions and credits that you may miss. Skip the stress and headache and visit Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield or call 896-6488.
First free throw was no good by Brinkley. Here's the second. This one's off the iron, no good. Rebound by Logan Springer. Put back, no good. And the rebound by Mackenzie Jones. Jones with a nice effort. Here she comes up the court left side. And ball goes into the deep right corner. Ramage with it. And now they'll bring it back out and reset the offense.
Delta's kind of picked up the intensity defensively right now. Raquel Brindley, the point guard there, does a great job running this offense. She's a pass first, shoot second kind of guard.
Here's a shot from the baseline by Jones, no good. Rebound comes off to J.D. Dutson of Delta, and they're going to hold for one with 30 seconds to go. Elise Pratt this time controls the ball out front. She'll swing it left side, J.D. Dutson. She'll go angle left, now back out on top to Elise. Coach Johnson, you might can hear him to our left, hollered one shot.
He made that completely clear.
Yes,
didn't
he did. Now they'll get into the offense with 10 seconds to go. Here's Elise Pratt way out front, drives right side into the corner to J.D. Dutson. She's trapped in the corner, tries to drive, and then whistle and a foul, and I think this is going to go against
Kaylee Jensen. I think that'll be her fourth, and South Sevier's going to have. But you talk about 6-4 on the fouls, but big ones because Maddie Blackburn's now out of the game with 2.
And Kaylee Jensen with 2 now.
Yeah, we're going to see Leah Torgerson into the ball game early for. I like that time. I like the substitution just before the break. Don't you? It gives them an extra minute to breathe. And the officials talking about where that foul occurred and whether they're going to bring the ball out baseline or sideline.
So it will be on the baseline with 4.2 seconds to go. 8-6. South Sevier leads it. They'll come left side. Here's a 3 by Brinkley Sentker. Good! Brinkley Sentker knocks it down.
Boy, what
and the buzzer's going to sound. And at the end of the first quarter, Delta with a 3 just before the buzzer takes the lead, 9-8. We'll be back to Orem right after this 1-minute break.
Hey y'all, Sevier Motors asked me to remind you that they have the most qualified service department around. Big savings on every purchase. New or used means you'll drive away with a peace of mind knowing you'll be taken care of long after the sale. The 2019 models have hit the lot. Save thousands off MSRP with factory rebates and low 0% APR 72-month financing OAC. Some leftover 2018 models are priced to sell with thousands in additional rebates. That's Sevier Motors in Delta. New Holland's T7 Series tractors from Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora deliver more power but lower your operating costs. Talk about a great combination. These 100 to 195 PTO horsepower tractors feature engines with EcoBlue SCR engine technology. They breathe better for more complete combustion and deliver cleaner power, increased torque, and enhanced fuel economy. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora and learn more about the T7 Series tractors from New Holland.
So in a game that's had several lead changes here in the first quarter, it's gone back and forth. Delta right now with the advantage 9-8 as they get a 3 to go down from that deep corner just before the end of the first quarter. But you kind of said it in the pregame, Curtis. You expected to see a very competitive game, and we've certainly got it here.
I think it'll remain that way. Big 3-point shot for Brinkley Sentker.
Yep.
Sentker. She's a 3-point specialist.
Absolutely.
I saw that she hit a bunch, close to over 20 this year.
So Delta will have the ball to start this second period of play. Again, 9-8, they lead it. Here's Jordy Nielsen out on the angle right. And again, South Sevier, a little bit of kind of a 2-3, kind of a trap. They'll try to work in the corners in the trap. Here's, Logan Springer, baseline drive, no good. J.D. Dutson with an offensive rebound, put back, no good. Logan Springer with an offensive rebound, and then the height gets to him as Presley Chappell takes the ball away up top.
Yes, she did, but great baseline drives for Delta that time. They had a great shot, just came up long.
So South Sevier back the other way. Again, they move from right to left on your dial. They'll skip pass over the top as they'll bring it to Ramage. She'll drive baseline, cut off there. Now comes back out on top as they'll work it around the horn right side now to Jones. And South Sevier being very patient here on the offensive end. As they'll come out to Ramage around the horn again now left side. Skip pass over the top. Here's Kenzie Jones. She'll take a 3 down the barrel, in and out. Tough luck shot for her. Rebound gathered by Jordan Nielsen.
Good rebound. That's the shot Kenzie. I mean, Coach Hepworth would like to see her get about 10 of those today. But both these teams playing very, very poised. Both of them content to play this kind of slow half-court game.
Here's J.D. Dutson underneath. Bounce pass across the lane to Elise Pratt. Her shot off the bankboard, no good. And a foul in the backcourt against J.D. Dutson. And this is going to send Leah Torgerson to the line to shoot 1-1.
And the battle of the fours, number 4 for Delta, number 4 for South Sevier. So big moment right here for, and we're seeing some good play for some sophomores on the floor, right? Leah Torgerson and Chappell right now for South Sevier, and the 2 sophomores for the Rabbits.
Absolutely. So here's Leah Torgerson to the line. Here's the first. And this one's good. She'll earn the second. That's her first point.
Yeah, and credit her because, Ken, there's nothing tougher than coming off the bench, especially when your minutes have been limited through the year and you're a sophomore, and suddenly the lights are bright and you get called in and you hit a big shot. Shot that tied the game at 9.
Absolutely. Brindley Henry back into the ball game along with Brinkley Center. They got a rest there, as you mentioned during the break. Here's the second free throw. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
And she gets it up in the air, doesn't she?
Lead back to the Rams, 10-9 with 6:24 to go here in the first half. Here's Jordan Nielsen with it. She works into the front court. Again, that 2-3 zone. As she looks it over, keeps the dribble alive, now backs it out, almost near the half-court line. As they get what they want from Coach Jordan Johnson. Here's a pass left side. Logan Springer's three. Good! Wow.
Well, I think there's another Springer in Delta that can shoot it on the boys' team like that a little bit.
Absolutely.
But the penetration and the kick out, I like the inside out. I hate to see just outside, but good set for Delta that time.
Yep. Lead back to the Rabbits, 12-10, 5:50 to go. Here come the Rams as they'll bring it left side with it. Up top. Thought about it for a minute.
I think Kinsey needs to take that shot.
Yeah, I do too. As they'll work it left side now. Skip pass to Kinsey on the right side. She'll take the three right back at you, and it's good.
And that's why we both agree she should shoot that shot, right?
Absolutely. Lead back to South Sevier, 13-12 now. As Kenzie Jones with 4 points in the ball game. Here's Logan Springer, drives, kicks it left side. Jordan Nielsen, she'll drive. Runner.
Tough
shot.
shot.
That's a tough shot. High off the glass, no good. And back come the Rams the other way with it. Here's Brindley. Left side, they'll go now to Jones. Layup. No good, but a whistle and a foul. Free throws coming. We'll be back after this 30-second break.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422. Since 1947,
first
Barney
one
Trucking
was good. Second one rolls out, no good. Rebound to Logan Springer. She's got 5 to lead all scorers now, does Kenzie Jones.
And maturity from Kinsey because she hit the three the set before. What does she do? Take it to the rim.
Yep.
You know they're going to jump that shot. They're going to go for a head fake. And another sophomore into the lineup, Johnson for South Sevier.
14-12, South Sevier leads it. 4:45 to go in the first half. Tough pass inside, and that's a tough call for South Sevier as they get whistled for a foul from behind when it looked like there might have been a turnover coming.
Well, they gave the foul to Leah Torgerson. I thought they may have given it to Cassie Johnson because she kind of got late. You know, really Delta got the position they wanted that time.
Ball comes in to Brindley Henry, but the ball knocked away, and back comes the other way. Kenzie Jones, length to the floor, lays it up, and got it. Nice move, Kenzie Jones.
She's just
kind of taking over right now.
She's smooth. She's really good. You remember her brothers, some of them really good players, and maybe she's going to be a better player than her brothers before she's done here.
Kenzie averages 15 points a game, and she's at 7 already in this one. 16-12 now. South Sevier leads it. Oh, nice back cut from Elise Pratt. Pass from Jordan Nielsen, and the catch and layup is good.
Yeah, they got Kinsey kind of napping there that time and went. She thought they were going to go to the elbow, and great backdoor for Delta that time.
Lead down to 2. Here's a 3, way out top. This one's up short and no good. Nice look by Cassie Johnson, just a little bit short. Here comes Delta the other way. Logan Springer, her 3, angle right, off the iron, no good. Rebound. Littlest girl on the floor, I think.
Smallest girl on the court comes up with it.
Yeah, Brinkley Sandker.
Of course, she's guarded by Ramage. Both those girls not real tall.
So with 3:40 to go here in the first half, Delta with a chance to tie or even take a lead with a 3. 16-14, South Sevier leads. Jordan Nielsen drives right side, and an offensive foul is going to call as she pushed off with that free hand.
Tough call. The official had a better view. You know, you're looking for extension there. I couldn't see it from her back, but.
That'll be 2 on Jordan. So she'll have to be careful the rest of the 3.5 minutes that are left. Here comes, I believe, Haley Christensen back in for Delta.
And I think both these teams recognize they're going to have to go into their bench in this game because both teams bring girls off the bench right now.
So the Rams with the ball. Here's Ramage down in the deep left corner. They'll kick it to Johnson. Now back out to Jones around the horn, top of the key. They'll swing it right side. Ramage into the deep right corner. They wait for Cutters to come. Now back out on top to Jones. Now to Ramage, left side. They move the ball quick around and about. Once again, Kenzie Jones. They swing it right side. Up top now to Brindley. Raquel drives, kicks it right side. Leah Torgerson with it, holds.
Like to see Leah look at the rim.
Ramage thought about it, doesn't take it. Now we'll go back to Torgerson. Now to Brindley. As they're taking quite a bit of time. Oh, nice move down the baseline and a kick inside to Torgerson, but give credit to Jones, who saw her and gave her a nice pass inside.
Yeah, and credit Leah Torgerson, sophomore, 4 points off the bench for the Rams tonight.
18-14. South Sevier leads. This is the biggest lead of the game. 4 points so far. 2:25 left in the half. Here's Elise Pratt. Thought about a three. Drives, puts up the runner, no good. Ball's blocked, and then it goes off of her, out of bounds. It'll go to South Sevier.
Couldn't tell with Kenzie Jones got her hand on that ball with a little bit of a block, but it's kind of one of those moments, Ken, where you look at a game like this, and 4 point lead is not big, but in this kind of a slow game,
it seems big.
is it a big moment for Delta right now to stem the tide right here?
Here's Jones with it, out on the angle left, picked up by Elise Pratt, puts it on the floor, goes into the deep left corner. Now they'll bring it back out on top to Johnson, around the horn now to Jones in the deep right corner. And South Sevier does a nice job making the defense move as they swing it from right to left and then back to right.
And Delta's doing a good job closing out on shooters right now. That window's very small to get that three-point shot off.
Yeah, South Sevier continues to move the ball. They're in the deep left corner. Now to Ramage out on the angle left, back into that corner. Out on top, here's Raquel Brindley with it. Now they'll kick it. Johnson, she drives, kicks it back out to Ramage. Now she'll hand it off right side. They'll just move the ball around that hoop, around the right side, and ball knocked out of bounds on the baseline. Stays with South Sevier, but they've taken a pretty good minute off the clock.
Pretty minute. I think Delta's going to take a timeout right here, and we will with them.
So with that being said, we'll be back to Orem right after this. We'll wait and see, is it a 30 or full? I think 30-second. We'll be back.
Service Drug in Delta is excited to announce they now offer flu and strep testing on the spot with no appointment needed. All you have to do is stop by Service Drug in Delta, and 15 minutes later you'll have your test results. And if it comes back positive, you'll walk out with your filled prescription and your personal doctor will be notified of the results. So take advantage of the convenience of getting flu and strep tested on site without an appointment for just $35 at Service Drug in Delta. And remember, it's service first at Service Drug.
So as we come back live to this first round, it's been a good ball game so far. 18-14, South Sevier with the lead, and they'll have it coming out of the timeout.
And South Sevier's got some good minutes from their sophomores, Cassie Johnson, Leah Torgerson, because of foul trouble with Jensen and Maddie Blackburn, both with 2.
So Brindley to inbound underneath her own basket. Looks and still looks. Comes out on top. Here's Kenzie Jones with it. Left side, they'll swing it now. Alexandria Ramage, she'll go into the deep corner. And they'll look to bring it back out as they do. Out on top now, Torgerson. They'll go back to that deep left corner. Out on top as they just play catch back and forth. As we are at 1 minute to go now here in the first half.
I wonder if Coach Hepworth says with the 2 girls in foul trouble, I'll play.
Here's a shot from the baseline, no good, over the top, rebound. Brinkley Senker, who has done a nice job on the glass tonight.
She has a couple boards, but it's a big possession for Delta. You're coming down to the end of the half, you're down 4, cut that down to 2 or 1 right here would be big momentum-wise.
37 seconds to go in the half. 18-14. South Sevier leads it. Delta with the ball. As Jordy Nilsson with it out on top. Drives down the lane, puts it up, and a whistle and a foul out front, I think, on the drive. And so it'll be out of bounds.
Well, I'm impressed with Jordy's ability to penetrate. She's obviously a really good athlete, but she's forced the issue several times, and credit her, and made some great passes. And good first 2 quarters for her.
That was on Ramage, just her first. Here's Brinkley Senker on the baseline. Skip pass underneath to Logan. Out front, they'll swing it. Now back to Logan down in that deep left corner. Up on top they'll go. Sandker now to Springer. She'll take a three. It's over the top, no good. Nice block out and a rebound taken by Brindley. And with 10 seconds to go, South Sevier's going to have a chance for one last shot as they'll come to the right side, down inside, ball knocked away, and they say off to the Rams.
Well, Haley Christensen got a great defensive stop because she tipped that ball and it went right off South Sevier. And, 5 seconds, a lot of time.
Yeah.
In basketball. Not as much as it is with the boys.
Exactly.
But
excuse me, go ahead.
But if they can
here
have
comes
a shot to penetrate and take a shot.
Quincy Allred to Jordan Nielsen down the lane, runs it from the right side, and it's no good at the buzzer.
That's a great idea, though. 5 seconds, put the ball in your hand. If she gets a foul, it's shooting, and great first half of basketball.
So we come to the end of the first half. South Sevier with a 4-point advantage, 18-14. Stay with us as we'll be back with our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show right after this.
Hi, this is Eric Schmutz, President of State Bank of Southern Utah. I want you to know that State Bank is healthy, well capitalized, and we have money to lend. You should know that we have the best lending officers in the state. In fact, State Bank has been ranked the #1 medium SBA lender in Utah for the past 2 years in a row, and we're working hard to make it 3. If you have a project that we can help with or any financial need, please give us a call or stop by any of our 13 offices.
In Ridgefield, call 896-9287. State Bank of Southern Utah, member FDIC.
Jordan Johnson at State Farm Insurance in Delta is a proud supporter of Delta High School and would like to wish good luck to the athletes this year. Jordan Johnson at State Farm Insurance provides services for health, life, home, and auto insurance, as well as property and business insurance. Jordan wants to help you start the new year off right by saving you money by switching to State Farm Insurance. Stop in and see how much Jordan can save you at his State Farm Insurance office located at 347 West Main Street in Delta, or give him a call at 435-864-3828.
Robinson Transport is a major part of the central Utah economy by hauling supplies to maintain the energy needs of Utah and surrounding states. The management extends a sincere appreciation to all of their drivers for their hard work and dedication. Robinson Transport fully supports the education of our area youth and their participation in athletic competition. Should you need any construction equipment, topsoil, gravel, or concrete work, remember Robinson Transport of Salina, a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Just a reminder, Alvey Lumber in Manti and Monroe custom manufactures trusses to order. Give them a call if you need a quote on trusses for your building project, large or small. Alvey has architectural shingles on sale, plus great deals on Trex decking. Need power tools? Alvey Lumber has a full line of power tools at great prices right now. Come in and check the sale items with new deals every week at Alvey Lumber in Manti and Monroe, where the wood is good and so is the hardware. Winter may be just starting, but Brooklyn Garden in Elsinore is already thinking spring. In fact, Brooklyn Garden has started planting flowers and will soon have pansies sprouting. So as the winter weather continues to turn colder, think spring warmth with Brooklyn Garden in Elsinore and start planning how your yard will look next year and plan on Brooklyn Garden for all your planting needs this upcoming spring. Call or visit Brooklyn Garden in Elsinore at 881 South Brooklyn Road.
We offer quick service on your loan request. We make our loan decisions right here at the bank. You don't have to wait for an answer from some out-of-town loan committee. It's one of the advantages of banking with hometown people. You're independent, so are we. Utah Independent Bank, member FDIC. Hometown people, hometown spirit.
Hometown people, hometown spirit.
And welcome back inside of the gymnasium here at Orem High School alongside Curtis Marsh. I'm Ken Nielsen as you listen to the Jones and DeMille Engineering Halftime Show. Champions are propelled by dedication, teamwork, commitment, vision, and a desire to be their best. Jones and DeMille Engineering, your local award-winning engineering firm. And your halftime score, 18-14. We appreciate you joining us right here on local Channel 10 and KSVC FM. I know there's a lot of people out there that tune in from all over the place. I just got a text from a good friend, Dale Jensen, who used to teach at Delta High School, and he still follows. And I know you've got plenty of parents, grandparents, people that watch you.
I got a daughter in Charlotte, North Carolina.
There you go.
Pick up the games, and one in Birmingham, Alabama. And you wonder why I got girls in the South. Maybe I should have been nicer to them at home, but I remember the days when they played. It brings back such great memories. These student athletes right here, they'll remember this for the rest of their life. And what a great job the Tridells did here at halftime entertaining.
Fun to have them here.
You look at that first half is interesting. First half. This game is still very much up in the. I appreciated the defensive pressure that Delta put on. On the other hand, I'm trying to figure where Delta's going to get the points in the second half.
Exactly, and as we look at the points here in this first half. Right now, Sevier with 6 made field goals, 5 of them are twos. They got the 1 3-point shot. 5 of 9 from the free throw line. I think they'd like to shoot a little bit better percentage. They're at 56% there. But right now, Kenzie Jones, she's had a whale the first half. She's got 7, and then also Katie Jensen as well with 7. They kind of carried the offensive load for South Sevier in the first
really
half.
14 of the 18 points.
Yeah.
Leah Torgerson with the other 4.
Yeah.
And she's a sophomore with limited time, and that was a bright moment. We both appreciate the sophomores that came off the bench for both squads.
Absolutely.
Tell you that sometimes you look at a team like this and you say, well, you better win it right now, because for 2 years you're going to struggle, and that's not the case with these two teams.
No. And as you look at Delta so far, they've got 5 field goals as well in the first half. They had 2 threes. They've got 3 2-point field goals. They're 2 for 4 from the free throw line. They spread the wealth out a little bit there. Brindley Hendry led them with 4 points in the first half, 3 for Brinkley Center on that 3-pointer just before the end of the quarter, 2 points for Elise Pratt, 2 for Shady Fowles, and 3 for Logan Springer. I expect the offense to pick up a little bit more now here in the second half. We'll see, but I would think so.
And I thought some of the overplay right now at South Sevier, especially in some of those trap sets, maybe the backdoor cuts are a way that Delta can get to the basket. They executed that one. I mean, you look like Princeton of, late 90s where they'd run those backdoor cuts. And boy, they're hard to defend against, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely.
A girl that can penetrate and a girl that can backdoor cut is just so hard to defend. And that's one thing that Kinsey does well, is she has both an inside and outside game.
Once again, you're listening to the Jones and DeMille Engineering Halftime Show, supporting local programs and academic and athletic achievements, building relationships, and working passionately as a winning combination. With that being said, we're about 3.5 minutes away from getting back to second half action. So one more time, let's go back to our studios. They'll take care of you for a few minutes. Then we'll come back live here to Orem after this break.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti. Visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
Courtesy Ace Hardware Delta is committed to being the helpful place for hardware, plumbing, tools, grills, garden supplies, and more at 126 East Main Street. Spring is just around the corner. Let Courtesy Ace Hardware assist you with their friendly staff, good prices, and full selection, including knowledgeable advice from your friends at Courtesy Ace Hardware, 126 East Main Delta, proud sponsor of Delta High School Athletics.
Classic Motors, 120 South Main, Richfield, announcing Ram Truck Month. The 2018 Dodge V6 Journey, $7,600 off yours for $20,048. 2019 Ram Tradesman out the door at $34,169. The 2018 Ram 2500 Tradesman Crew Cab discounted nearly $7,500 under $38,000. A 2018 Jeep Wrangler 4x4 at $38,432. Go to ClassicMO.com for tradition worth preserving during Ram Truck Month.
DP Curtis Trucking is a family-oriented business that works hard to get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis is hiring reliable drivers with starting wage at 40 cents per mile, going to 42 cents after 90 days. Additional pay for tarps, drops, picks, and additional trailers. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and bonuses, and more. If you'd like to join the DP Curtis family, call for details, 435-893-2886. That's 893-2886, or click dpcurtis.com.
Delta Auto, 341 West Main is your one-stop Napa auto parts store. Looking for automobile parts, supplies and accessories, truck, farm, agriculture equipment, including hydraulic hoses? Find it all fast at Delta Auto. 435-864-2761. Great prices, friendly and knowledgeable, helpful employees are trademarks of Delta Auto, serving your auto parts needs since 1935. Delta Auto, your Napa dealer, proud to support Millard County and the Delta Rabbits.
It's time to supercharge your internet with the fastest speeds in the area from Centracom. Get ready for high gear downloads that power buffer-free streaming, gaming, sharing, and surfing. And fire up all your devices at once with reliable speeds amplified by Centra Wi-Fi, our whole home mesh Wi-Fi system. Get on the fast track to a powerful online experience. Call or click Centracom.com to supercharge your internet today.
And again, our thanks to Jones and DeMille Engineering Firm as they sponsor our halftime show. They've been with us all year long, and our appreciation to them and all of our sponsors that help us bring you Delta High and South Sevier High basketball night in and night out. The first game this morning featured Grantsville and Providence Hall, and Grantsville wins that one big. 54-6 was the final in that one. Wow.
I think that's a little hyperbole calling that a game, but South Sevier will start off with the possession at the half, and I feel like sometimes the 2 minutes before the end of a half and the 2 minutes to start can be big moments right here.
Both teams back with their starters as South Sevier will have it. Just underway. Second half action from Orem High School. 18-14, South Sevier leads it in this second game of the day. Here's a three out on that angle left, up and good. Boy, what a nice shot there. Maddie Blackburn.
Who set some of that second quarter, but nice skip pass led to a wide open three-point attempt for Maddie.
Biggest lead of the ball game, 21-14. South Sevier as they come out of the locker room and drain a three. First points of the game for Maddie.
Right now they're in a 3-2. Trying to defend the perimeter against Delta.
Shady fouls, drives, puts it up, and a whistle on a foul.
It's a good move right there.
And we were just talking, her dad just came by, Curtis, Rob Fowles, and was visiting with us for a moment. And we said, well, maybe, you know, Delta needs to get Shaylee going. She's their leading scorer, and they need her to get to the free throw line to create some opportunities.
Well, and she was fearless that time, took it right in against Presley. She missed the first one.
She'll have a second. She does have 2 points in the ball game. Missed much of the season with I dare say a horrific injury. It was nasty. It was scary.
That's too bad.
Second one is good by Shaylee. She's got 3, and it's 21-15.
So she have a concussion as well in that?
Concussion as well, along with those broken bones. So she's playing with titanium plates in her face right now. How about that?
So she's the bionic woman.
Absolutely. Here's a 3 angle right. This one good. How about that one? Brickell Brindley knocks her first basket down.
And Brickell Brindley doesn't shoot a lot, but I'll tell you she's effective when she does.
And all of a sudden, it's a 9-point lead, 24-15. It was 4 at the break, and we haven't even played a minute and 15 seconds, and this lead is ballooned up. Here's Jordy Nilsson, right side, Elise Pratt. Back to Jordan. She'll drive left side, cut off, comes out on top to Elise Pratt. She'll drive over to the right, angle right, up top. Shady Fowles, puts it on the floor, down the lane, kicks out to Elise. Here's a 3. Off the iron, right side, no good. Rebound.
Stolen right around.
Oh, I put my head down, stolen and then stolen back. Here comes South Sevier, Kaylee Jensen the other way with it. She'll hand it off now to Maddie Blackburn. They'll reset their offense. Here's a nice lob down inside. Nice catch, layup, and the height right there. Too much for Delta as Presley Chappell catches and lays it in. And with that,
you see kids when they mature, right?
Yep.
And last year, you know what she'd have done with that ball? She'd have brought it down, and she'd got it stripped. That time she caught the ball high, kept it high, and laid it in.
Coach Johnson of Delta says we've seen enough. Let's talk about it. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back after this 1-minute break.
I'm Sid with Valley Tank Service. If you have a septic system, you have a significant investment, which some folks don't think much about until it gives them trouble. Responsible homeowners know that getting the life their system was designed to provide requires regular maintenance. Well, Valley Tank Service has been taking care of wastewater systems around here for 30 years. Won't you consider putting our experience to work for you? Call me at 896-4021. Thanks.
The government and community leaders in Millard County today were molded into the people they have become by the experiences and opportunities during their high school years. The same stands true for the future leaders of Delta City. That's why the City Council and Mayor of Delta are thoroughly invested in providing opportunities for the students of Delta High School to assist them in reaching their potential. Delta City appreciates the opportunity to support Delta High School academics and this Delta Rabbit sports broadcast.
So it's an 8-1 run for the South Sevier Rams to start this third quarter.
Not the start that Delta wanted.
No.
But you know, momentum. I don't know what it is about momentum. I tried to figure it out. You can feel it though, right? And if you could bottle it, me and you wouldn't be here today, right?
No.
We'd be in the Bahamas somewhere because.
Presley Chappell with that catch and lay-in. She was fouled on the attempt, and now she knocks down the free throw. So she's got 3 points. And this lead is at 12, 27-15, as it has now become a 9-1 run. Here's the trap out on that right side, and Elise Pratt.
Call
a
a
whistle
foul over there.
Yep, they're going to call a foul. That's a
I
tough
think they're
call.
going to get Brickell Brindley number 1.
Yeah.
Well, and it very well could have been a foul. You just hate to see a girl give up.
Yep.
You know, you got to know where you're throwing the ball, but maybe that was because of the foul too.
Could be. So Delta avoids the turnover as the foul was called on South Sevier. So here's Jordy Nielsen, top of the key. Looks for some help, finds Shaylee Fowles with it. Back to Jordy. Now left side, Elise Pratt. One dribble, now back out on top to Jordy. Right side, Brinkley Senker. Now to Jordan Nielsen as they swing it back and forth around the top. Shady Fowles. She'll take a three down the barrel. In and out. Ooh. And almost back in, but off the iron, no good. Rebound taken nicely there by Presley Chappell. And South Sevier on the run. Here's a runner down the right side, up and good. Kenzie Jones. Boy, what a nice athletic move. She's going down the lane.
She's smooth, isn't she? She plays within herself.
29-15 now with 5:12 to go in the third quarter. South Sevier has really, as I said during the break, or during halftime, I thought there'd be more offense, but I thought it would come from both sides. Right now, it's all South Sevier.
Well, sometimes when you go on these runs, the basket gets big. And for Delta, that basket kind of shrinks. You feel the pressure. Good shot in the corner for the Rabbits, just a little long.
Yep, long, no good. Rebounds taken down by Maddie Blackburn. Up the floor, they come in a hurry. Kenzie Jones with it. And around the horn they'll go. Now they'll bring it back out. Here's Brickell Brindley as she'll reset the offense. High post. They're looking down low, and they thought that Kenzie Jones was going to go baseline to the bucket, and she pulled up just a little bit early, and the pass goes out of bounds.
Yeah, she should have gone baseline because she had it open, but Delta dodges that one. And the winner of this team to play Grantsville, a team you would have thought from the score would be well rested, but they are not, right?
Here's a three. Jordan Nielsen, right side, no good. Fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Rabbits.
I like that shot right there from Jordan, because if they're not going to respect that at all, then it's going to make it really tough on fouls down low. And
so Jordan to inbound on the baseline. Comes under the basket. Oh, the ball was tipped, and it went right through the hands of Brinkley Senker and out of bounds. There's one of those that
just a reaction.
Yeah, you want to catch it even though it was tipped, and it's just too hard to control.
Maddie had it, and it was just a bang play, and unfortunate for Delta. And
so here's Brickell Brindley back the other way. Left side, she'll kick it now to Maddie Blackburn. Maddie holding, comes up top now to Jones. Kenzie left side to the baseline lob. Here's Kylie Jensen over the top right side. Jones drives, foul, puts it up, no good. She'll shoot two, and we'll be back after this 30-second break.
The City of Monroe is proud to have its own power company and to support South Sevier athletics. Monroe City Power delivers nice, bright lights for every South Sevier athletic event at home. Having a public power company enables Monroe City to provide community improvements that could not be afforded otherwise, while keeping rates down at the same time. The City of Monroe and Monroe City Electric Department are proud of their South Sevier Rams and wish them well in all endeavors.
As we come back live, first one was good by Kenzie Jones. Second one is no good as it comes off the iron hard.
Turnover from
Chappell. South Sevier had the rebound, and then it was thrown right into the hands of a Delta player. So back the other way we come. Ball goes right through the hands of a player out front and touched in the backcourt. That'll be a backcourt violation. And
both girls diving for the basketball, and they're coming up with some floor burns as Brickell Brindley, and you see as she comes down there is Logan Springer. They're both diving for the ball, and you love to see that, right? Two competitors who want to win.
The run right now, Curtis, 12-1 to start this third period. South Sevier has really turned up their offense here in this third period. Oh, nice pass down low. Layup, no good. Rebound, though. Guess who? It's Kenzie Jones. McKenzie goes in, picks up that rebound, and then is fouled going back up. We'll keep it right here for a moment.
Well, Kaylee Jensen missed a point-blank layup that time, but Coach Johnson for Delta just telling his girls to box out. If you box out, she's not shooting the ball right now. You got the ball.
Free throw is good. 11 in the game for Mackenzie Jones. Make it 12 as she knocks them both down.
Mackenzie's a girl that you watch a game and then you'll see the box score. She got 22 points. You don't even notice it.
Here's a three down the barrel. In and out. Tough luck shot for Shaylee Fowles. Rebound out of bounds. It'll stay. Nope, it'll go to South Sevier.
And that's twice that Shaylee has shot that ball down. I mean, it's down and up. You know, maybe they should give a girl a point if it goes halfway down. 1 point, 2 points if it clears, but pressure right now for the Rabbits.
I failed to mention here a couple minutes ago that a couple of young ladies came back in for Delta. Here's a shot down inside, no good. Rebound taken by South Sevier and then out of bounds. Whose ball is it? Delta.
Delta, fortunate to get that. Presley had a shot. She struggled going in with the left hand that time.
Quincy Allred came into the ball game. Logan Springer had come back in. And now timeout. Let's take it with him. 30, nope, going to be full. I believe. We'll wait and see what they call it. Timeout nonetheless. We'll be back after this.
Delta Jubilee invites you to enjoy their first-class grocery department and the mouth-watering smell of warm bread right from the oven. Enjoy the in-store bakery, delectable deli, and farm-fresh produce. Jake Sentker and his efficient staff make the shopping experience pleasant. Watch early in March for their huge case lot sale, March 6th through the 19th. Delta Jubilee at 377 West Main just makes sense. It's everything a first-class grocery store should be for your local shopping.
So out of the timeout, Delta will have it, and they desperately need a bucket here as they trail 32-15 with 3:09 to go in the third.
Well, and you look at them, the halftime score was a 4-point game, 14. Only 1 point in 4 minutes. And
14-1 run.
How do you remedy that? You need to force some turnovers, but you need to get some easy baskets.
So Quincy Allred right side now to Elise Pratt. Back to Quincy looking down the barrel. Back to Elise as South Sevier doing a nice job defending inside down low and on the post. To the bucket. Here's a whistle on a foul.
Well, good penetration that time by Elise, but as Pratt drives, it didn't need to happen because Presley, you're 6'1", just get your hands up big, get underneath yourself. And instead she leaned forward, and she picks up a foul she didn't need,
So here's Elise Pratt's first free throw, no good. And Delta just stuck on that 15.
Well, it's just, sometimes it just becomes a mental thing right here. And Elise needs to hit this one and get him off that number. And
second one's good. So Elise with 3 points in the game, and it's 32-16 with 2:45 to go in the third. And now Delta going to come with some full court pressure, trying to do just what you said, Curtis, try and create some turnovers. South Sevier does a nice job breaking it. If they'd have seen her down inside, they had a layup from Presley Chapel. Instead, they'll take a three, and guess what?
Raquel Brindley hits it.
Yep.
And, she's only shot 2 on the game, but she buries her second, and
they could have gone down inside for a layup from Presley Chapel. They said, no, we want 3, and they get it from Brindley.
I was thinking that's not a great shot in that set. Yes, it is. I was wrong.
Shaylee Fowles with a 3. Back the other way, left side, no good. Nice rebound momentarily there, Kaylee Jensen, and then unfortunately goes to the floor, and they call it travel.
Well, and the thing about Fowles that I like is there's not a lot of girls that shoot a jump shot, but she does.
Yep.
And you know what I could tell girls shoots jump shot? Maybe tell me if I'm wrong. It's girls who play against the guys.
Yeah. And she's got 2 older brothers that she's had to play against.
She had to learn a jump shot, or she, or she'd end up crying and running in the house, right?
Absolutely. Quincy Allred, the inbound for Delta, comes way out front to Elise Pratt. Into the corner. Quincy Allred drives, puts up the runner, a little bit hard off the arm, no good. Rebound. Shaylee Fowles, put back, good. Oh. Shaylee Fowles.
What a great rebound, and she just banks it in for a big basket. So Thornock in the ball game and Ramage back in for South Sevier. It's Bryn Thornock's first appearance.
And South Sevier having a hard time breaking this press. And a 30-second timeout taken by South Sevier. We'll take it with them. 35-18 back after this.
Good luck to the Lady Wildcats and Lady Rams this year from Red Rock Construction. Call Red Rock Construction for all your painting needs, indoor or outdoor, commercial or residential. And remember, Red Rock Construction for any remodeling projects as well, no matter how big or small. Whether it's the bathroom, kitchen, finishing a basement, or simple repairs to the home, call Red Rock Construction at 979-5335. That's Red Rock Construction at 979-5335. 979-5335. Red Rock Construction.
So a minute and a half left here in this third quarter, and Delta facing an uphill climb. It's 35-18 as South Sevier has come out and they've hit the three ball here in this quarter.
They have hit the three, and it's if you're Delta coach, they're saying we got 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a long time, and you know we're down, instead of 17 points, we're down 6 baskets. You know.
There's a whistle out front.
Thought they were going to get her for a double dribble there, but
foul from behind on Shady Fowles as they bring the ball into the front court. It'll be out of bounds here.
Well, that's the 6th team, so from here on out they'll shoot. Or is that just the 5th? They had.
So Kenzie Jones will inbound right in front of her own bench. She'll bring it out front now here to Maddie Blackburn.
And that's the 3rd foul on Shaylee.
Yep. She'll have to be careful. Here's Ramage with the ball. Being dogged by Elise Pratt. Now gets it off to Kenzie Jones. Back to Ramage, way out front. Now to Jones, and she'll bring it out front and say, let's reset things. She has an angle left, slips a little bit, keeps the dribble alive. Now down in the deep left corner, they'll swing it to Maddie Blackburn. Now around the horn right side to Jones. And with the lead like they have, Curtis, they can afford to be as patient as they want to be. And now whistle away.
Offensive foul down low on Bryn Thornock. I didn't see it, did you?
I didn't either.
But that's what they got.
So Bryn Thornock.
So that'll be the 4th team foul on South Sevier, her first.
A little discussion here with the officials in front of us.
Oh, they're going to reverse that and call it on Delta.
So they're going to call the foul on Logan Springer. Coach Jordan Johnson not happy with this at all. He wants an explanation. Now they're going to say, no, not 33, 22. And if that's 22, that's Shady Fowles.
That'd be 3. That'd be a big one.
But they've got 33 on the board. I don't know if they ever corrected it, Curtis.
Well, he came and corrected it. Now they've corrected it again.
So a lot of confusion. South Sevier is going to get a layup. No. A whistle and a foul as going up to the bucket was Bryn Thornock. And you're not. We're kind of listening to Coach Jordan Johnson here.
We're seeing it back and forth. The official's saying it was tipped, and he's saying, I know it was tipped, but she still came with the ball in the front and went in the back.
Yeah, Coach Johnson wanted a back court, and they say it was tipped. We're still unsure on the foul. Now they changed that foul to Shady Fowles a moment ago, and that will be
her 4th.
That will be 4.
Maybe with Barrett, our senior engineer extraordinary, we'll get to see that
play again to see where that came from.
Happened, at least on the half court.
And they're still talking, that the 2 of the officials are talking. I think they're just still discussing that.
Well, I'd rather see them talk and get it right.
Yeah, now the official, nope. I thought maybe they'd come over and say what they were talking about, but they're not. So that foul will remain with Shady Fowles. That will be her 4th. Logan Springer back into the game to replace her. And back to the free throw line. Here's Bryn Thornock after all that. Second one good. Her first point of the game, and it's 36-18 with 55 seconds to go in the quarter. Elise Pratt with it.
Winner to advance to play Grantsville Thursday night. Way late.
So. Yeah. Here's a runner.
Good
whistle
shot.
And a foul. Free throws coming. It'll be 2, so we'll take a quick 30-second break. Be right back after this.
Auction lovers, the most unique inventory of timber, forestry, and firewood production equipment ever offered in central Utah will be sold at public auction Saturday, February 23rd at 10 a.m. in Sigurd, Utah. Here is the perfect opportunity to build a new business for you and your family, and you can do it all in a day the auction way. Call for details at 435-201-1705 for a brand new life in your brand new business.
So Elise makes 1 of 2. And it's a 36-19 game. Here comes South Sevier the other way with it. 35 seconds to go. We're in the third quarter here from Orem High School. Curtis Marsh, Ken Nielsen on the call. And way out front, Kenzie Jones will just hold it as South Sevier wants to go for 1. She'll put it on the floor. Now gets it left side to Ramage. She'll give it back now to Jones. Down to 15. And she continues to hold way out front. Now Kenzie puts it on the floor, crosses over, comes right side. And she'll hand it off now to Maddie Blackburn. Back to Ramage, down to 4, down to 3, now to Jones. Got to get it up, down to 2, down to 1. Runner at the buzzer. Off the iron, no good. Bodies fly everywhere. And at the end of the third.
Good no call there,
Yeah.
I think.
36-19 as South Sevier really comes out blazing in the third quarter. We'll be back with the final fourth right after this.
You don't have to be a bounty hunter to get a reward when you buy a vehicle at Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta. When you drive away from Drew Bay, you get to leave the ball and chain of shady deals behind. There are several ways to get the help you need from Drew Bay. Visit Drew Bay Chevrolet on West Main and Delta, or on the web at drewbaychevrolet.com, or call 1-800-925-6094. That's how easy it is to save at Drew Bay Chevrolet in Delta. Try it for yourself and you'll find a smile on your face and some extra money in your wallet.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools.
8 minutes to go in this one, and someone will punch their ticket to that next round down at the Sevier Valley Center next week. Right now, the advantage with South Sevier, 36-19. Curtis?
18-5 run in that third quarter.
And South Sevier matched their entire offensive output in the first half.
Right, in one quarter.
Scoring 18, so.
And it was the three ball really that did it.
It really was.
And, you know, South Sevier, you know, comes into the ball game. They've only made 94 three-pointers, only shot 33%. A respectable number, but they shot better than 33% in the third.
So Delta will have it to start this fourth period. Here's Logan Springer. Drives, puts up the runner off the iron, and falls in.
Tough shot.
Great move.
Athletic shot.
And it's a 36-21 game. And here comes the pressure in the backcourt. Kenzie Jones with it. Now they're getting close, and they do just get it across the half-court line. Nicely done. And the ball gets tipped free into the hands of Presley Chapel, and then she's fouled. And
well, Delta did everything right that time. They almost got the 10-second count, because I think that was really 8-9, don't you think, when he
it was
crossed
close.
it? And then they defend it well, and it ends up in Presley's hand, and Chapel hits the first foul shot.
So Presley now with 4 points in the ball game.
She's just going to get better and better. I felt sometimes girls, where they mature earlier, sometimes they don't get a lot better than they are as a sophomore. I changed that opinion of a post player, though.
You know, and even if she doesn't score a lot of points, she disrupts so many things. She's a rim protector.
Yeah.
She does a nice job. Ball goes out of bounds here on the offensive end. It'll stay with the Rabbits.
I just think she'll get better and better offensively. And, you know, she's a girl that probably, if she progresses, can probably play at the next level, just with her physical skills she brings, you know.
I think there's a couple there that can play at the next level. I think Kenzie Jones can as well. Ball gets free down inside, stolen. Here comes South Sevier on the run. Kenzie Jones dumps it back. Layup good to Kaylee Jensen.
And that was unselfish, because Kaylee gave it up when she didn't have to. What do you do when you give it up? You get it back.
Yep. 39-21 now, and here's a whistle and a travel and another turnover.
Put the ball in drive before she took it out of park, and
Elise Pratt comes to the table along with Shaylee Fowles. They can't wait any longer. They've got to get Shaylee back in the ball game with 6:53 to go.
And that's the one thing with the seniors, you can tell her, you understand, you got 4 fouls.
Yep.
You know, sophomore, you just can't do that sometimes with younger players, but
6:45 to go in the ball game. South Sevier with a 39-21 lead. Presley, nice pass down inside. I thought momentarily, but the ball's kicked away and stolen by Brinkley Sentker. And here comes J.D. Dutson for the Rabbits the other way. Left side to Brinkley. Back on top to J.D. They swing it right side to Pratt. Now to Shaylee Fowles. Back to Pratt. Here's J.D. Now in the deep corner. Brinkley Sentker thought about the three. Splits the defense. Drives. Dumps it down inside. Brindley Henry. And a whistle and a foul. 2 free throws coming. We'll be back after this 30-second break.
As tax season once again approaches, remember Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield. Kimball & Roberts will save you time and stress this year when they file your state and federal taxes. The tax professionals at Kimball & Roberts know and understand all the new tax codes and lingo, so you don't have to. They can also help you find deductions and credits that you may miss. Skip the stress and headache and visit Kimball and Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield or call 896-6488.
So the first free throw was good by Brindley. Here's the second. Rolls up and off. No good. Rebound taken, though, by Maddie Blackburn. Up to Jones in a hurry. Back to Maddie. Left side, they'll kick it to Brickell Brindley. She'll take a three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound chased down by Elise Pratt.
I still like the shot. I think when you quit playing, you take the foot off the gas pedal, bad things happen to your team.
Here's Shaylee Fowles, deep left corner. Now back out to J.D. Dutson up top. Elise Pratt, she'll drive. Now looks for some help, finds it in Brindley Henry. Wants to drive, can't get the shot up, comes back out to Brinkley Senker, and they'll swing it. Here's the three, Shaylee Fowles, off the iron, no good, a little bit short, rebound taken.
You can just see a little frustration right now on her. She claps her hands, and she knew that was short from the get-go. But
so Kenzie Jones back the other way with it for South Sevier as we approach 5.5 to go here in the ball game. Lob down inside, nice catch, layup. Oh, the ball just rolls out for Presley Chappell. Wouldn't stay down, did everything right. The ball just wouldn't stay down.
Put a little English, little spin on it. And this
Senker drives, kicks it to Brindley Henry. Her shot and a whistle on an offensive foul is going to be called against Brindley Henry, and will go the other way.
And Maddie just got set there, and she just needed to pull up and shoot the shot. But she kind of ran into a brick wall, and we'll have another timeout.
Timeout taken by South Sevier. We'll take it with them and be back after this 1-minute break.
Hey y'all, Sahara Motors asked me to remind you that they have the most qualified service department around. Big savings on every purchase. New or used means you'll drive away with a peace of mind knowing you'll be taken care of long after the sale. The 2019 models have hit the lot. Save thousands off MSRP with factory rebates and low 0% APR 72-month financing OAC. Some leftover 2018 models are priced to sell with thousands in additional rebates. That's Sahara Motors in Delta. New Holland's T7 Series tractors from Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora deliver more power but lower your operating costs. Talk about a great combination. These 100 to 195 PTO horsepower tractors feature engines with EcoBlue SCR engine technology. They breathe better for more complete combustion and deliver cleaner power, increased torque, and enhanced fuel economy. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora and learn more about the T7 Series tractors from New Holland.
5:14 left in this one. It's a 39-22 game. South Sevier leads Delta. Up next, it'll be Richfield and South Summit. That'll be the 11:50 game, followed by Carbon and Manti after that one. And here's a pass, a little bit too far over the head of Kenzie Jones, out of bounds, and Delta does cause a turnover right there.
Richfield, a nice girls team too, and you know, you got to see a lot of area teams. We'll have Juab North Stampede. I'll be doing that game tonight.
That should be a good game.
Should be. That's kind of a rivalry game down there, isn't it?
J.D. Dutson, the runner from the baseline, no good. Rebound taken, though, by Kenzie Jones. They'll get it up the floor in a hurry. Here's Maddie Blackburn. Comes back out on top now to Jones. Right side, it'll be Brindley. Skip pass over the top. Jones thinks about it. Very disciplined team, Curtis, of South Sevier. They understand they have a 17-point lead. Right now, their opponent is the clock, as it works its way down towards 4.5 minutes to go in this one. Jones with it way out on the right side. She'll dribble top, and travel's going to be called, as you heard everybody to our left calling that one.
Well, Coach Johnson was helping the official, but you leave your feet, you better know where you're going to go with the ball.
So here's J.D. Dutson for Delta as she brings it top of the key. Left side, Elise Pratt. Back to J.D. Back to Elise. Looking for some help, finds it in. Shaylee Fowles spins, free throw line now out on top to J.D. Left side, Elise Pratt. Lob inside, Shaylee Fowles. Nice catch, layup, good.
Just a really skilled player, and just great to see her on the floor.
Yeah,
isn't
absolutely. 7 points now for Shaylee here in the ball game.
Kind of hampered by foul trouble right now, but it really doesn't matter, right?
And always plays hard, does Shaylee Fowles. Here comes Kenzie Jones out on top. Three down the barrel, but before that three gets up and in. Kaylee Jensen made the three, but a timeout was taken.
When you ice the kicker and they miss it, you know, that's what happens there.
Full timeout. Let's take it with them. 3:45 left here in the game. We'll be back after this 1-minute break.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking in Salina has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking in Salina is now hiring local drivers. If you're looking for a solid career in the trucking industry that has a positive working environment, join the big blue trucks of Barney Trucking. The job includes benefits, training, retirement, and requires a Class A CDL license and an endorsement for doubles and triples. To apply, go to barneytrucking.com or call 529-4422. That's 529-4422.
Service Drug in Delta is excited to announce they now offer flu and strep testing on the spot with no appointment needed. All you have to do is stop by Service Drug in Delta, and 15 minutes later you'll have your test results. And if it comes back positive, you'll walk out with your filled prescription and your personal doctor will be notified of the results. So take advantage of the convenience of getting flu and strep tested on site without an appointment for just $35 at Service Drug in Delta. And remember, it's service first at Service Drug.
39-24 is your score. 3:45 to go. And Curtis, it'll be a real short post-game show because the next crew has to get in for the next game, and so we'll have to.
And you know, if this game continues to go South Sevier way, let's take a second and let's recognize some of these seniors for the.
Absolutely, I think that's a great idea, and also. We'll call this, as we're finishing the game, our Sunrise Engineering postgame show, even though the game's still going on. We appreciate Sunrise Engineering serving communities like yours all over the western United States. Sunrise Engineering, as Jones keeps the dribble alive, kind of taking some time off the clock. Yeah, Brinkley Center for Delta, obviously one of the seniors, along with Lexi Johnson, Brindley Henry, Elise Pratt, Shaylee Fowles as well, playing their final games here in Delta Red. And for South Sevier, Curtis, I know they've got some very valuable young ladies as well.
They do, but you look at those seniors for Delta. What a positive thing they've contributed to their community. And the benefit of being a student athlete goes way beyond, your high school years. It's something I think it makes them a better parent. I think it makes them a better citizen. And long, rich tradition at Delta in all sports. And it's just been fun to watch these girls the last 2 or 3 years.
South Sevier continues to play keep away as they've taken almost a full minute off the clock. Here's Raquel Brindley.
Yeah, it's a double bonus right now, so any fouls puts them in the line to shoot 2. And right now it looks like Stewart said basically no shot right now.
Yep, here's Jones with it out front. Drives the free throw line, kicks it way back out near the half-court line to Raquel Brindley. As Delta chases, trying to create a turnover, and they finally get it. Here's Shaylee Fowles with it. She picks up the loose ball, pulls up at the half-court line, now gets it to Brinkley Center. Back to Shaylee Fowles, right side, J.D. Dutson.
I think if they hit a shot right here, you'll see a quick timeout.
Yep. Here's Senker down inside. Tried to get it to Brindley Henry, but stepping around is Presley Chappell. Tips the ball away and steals it.
Just a good job from Chappell that time to basically just to recognize where that pass was going to be and cut in.
Here's a 3, deep left corner. Good again. Kaylee Jensen, that's her first 3, but she's in double figures now.
She is. She's just a steady player, another one of those seniors. And
12 for her. 42-24 now. A minute 25 left in this one.
And 12 is about close to Kaylee's average on the season. And
out on top. Here's a 3, right back at you from the kind of the angle left. Quincy Allred, a sophomore for Coach Jordan Johnson. He knocks down the 3, and maybe we can keep this here just real quick.
So some of our listeners may say, well, you're down 15 points, why call a timeout? Because Coach Johnson is building a program here.
Yeah.
And he's got these young, and that was a sophomore that hit that big shot.
Absolutely.
And he's saying we're going to compete on every play, and they springboard that in, and they're going to bring in even a couple more young players. Savannah Nielsen going to check in, and he's going to give these sophomores a taste, and I really like what he's doing. Caitlin Tolbert, bring these girls in. And
again, we want to thank Sunrise Engineering. We're growing and we're hiring. Sunrise Engineering. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com to learn more. Our thanks to all of our sponsors that have been with both teams all year long. And
we couldn't do it without them. And, and our engineers at Centricom along the way. And, we get Barrett and Brad James sometimes on stats. We have to stick with your stats today, Ken, but it's just a good game. Really a good second half for the Rams in this game.
Oh, absolutely.
They really came out and did what they needed to do to get a win and to move on, and they will move on up 15 right now, and they're going to Delta's going to go to the youth movement right now and say, this is what it tastes like. This is what it feels like.
Yep.
Springboard this into summer ball. Work hard, you know.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Savannah Nielsen, a sophomore, into the ball game for Delta. As South Sevier gets the ball into the front court, and then a whistle against Elise Pratt. This is going to send Kenzie Jones to the free throw line, and this will be 2 free throws coming for her.
And I think Coach Johnson's going to come back with some of his maturity for defensive purposes here. And
12 points in the game so far for Kenzie Jones in the ball game. Make it 13 as she hits the first free throw. Again, coming up next, it'll be Richfield stepping.
Yeah, that Richfield team is a nice team.
Yeah.
Coach Peterson's done a great job with them. And they lose those girls. Brenna Jones to Utah Valley, as good as any player we've had the last couple of years. But they reloaded, and one thing you know about his teams, they got a system going, you know, kind of like Coach Marshall down at Beaver. You know, they just keep.
Second one also good. 14 now in the game for Kenzie Jones. 6 for Brickell Brindley. 4 for Leah Torgerson. 12 for Kaylee Jensen. 3 for Maddie Blackburn. 4 for Presley Chappell, and 1 for Brent Thornock. Delta with the ball. Here's a 3 by Shaylee Fowles. Off the iron, no good.
Blackburn
And
on the rebound. Another one of our local teams. Emory will play a little later today. And Ken, have you had a chance to see them much this year?
You know, I have not seen Emory this year.
That's a good basketball team. I mean, it's a good basketball team.
Well, obviously, they've gone undefeated on the year, and I'm not sure if they've been challenged yet, have they?
You know what? I know some teams that have lost by 15 and felt like they played their best game of the year. They got size, they got speed, and they won it last year, and that means a lot to, you know. The stage will never be too big for them. And Sage Okerlund's going to come into the ball game along with Thornock again. Maddie Blackburn, a good second half, hampered a little bit by foul trouble in the second quarter. And Kenzie Jones, she's just
continues along, doesn't she? As she knocks the free throw down.
Yeah,
46-27.
She'd be South Sevier's player of the game if we had a vote on that for me. And she comes up with a steal right on cue.
And boy, you pick up the loose
I got
ball.
hands, I tell you.
That was nice.
It was right down at our feet right there, and I picked it up with the left hand. Of course, I'm left-handed.
I was trying to catch the player coming over the table. You went for the ball.
You're just trying to get your Coke. You're doing player safety. Good for you.
Here's Quincy Allred, drives baseline, and they say he stepped out of bounds or traveled. It'll come back to South Sevier. 39.6 seconds to go. Here comes some more players back into the game for Delta. And they want to give these seniors a chance to be recognized. And so here comes all the seniors out for Delta, and they'll get a nice hug from the coaching staff here. And a nice hand from the crowd.
That's a lot of practices, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears, a lot of, you know, in small town sports, a lot of bus rides to faraway places that you bond that I think some of the 5A, 6A schools don't get that opportunity.
So with 33 seconds to go, South Sevier just needs to run these final seconds off, and then it'll be a final, and South Sevier will move on to play Grantsville. That could be a very interesting game next week. Down inside, shot up, no good. Rebound to Haley Christensen. She'll go to Quincy Allred, and with 12 seconds to go, Quincy will come down right side. Tolbert with a long 3, just a little bit short, and they'll go out of bounds with 6.9 on the clock.
And I'll tell you, Katie really wanted that shot.
This was a 4-point game at the half.
It really was.
And then South Sevier just came out on fire. And
well, momentum can change, and I'll tell you, how you stop it, I don't know.
And with that,
age-old question.
Buzzer's going to sound in your final. South Sevier wins it. They'll move on to take on Grantsville next Thursday night at the Sevier Valley Center. That'll be a 9-10 start in the evening and should be a great ball game. So our congratulations to both teams. Delta with a fine season, obviously. They'll move into the spring sports, but we want to thank the young ladies and, of course, Coach Johnson and his staff. And now, you know what? They'll be back next year.
They will. They rebound. And, you know, we watched a couple of those teams a few years ago. What an exciting state championship back when Coach Topham was there. Did they win back-to-back, didn't they? Did they win back-to-back with the girls, Delta? Did they win a back-to-back title?
They did.
And
they won a back-to-back with Coach Topham a few years back. So absolutely.
That was in the Sevier Valley Center. I got to watch one of those games. So, you know,
well, we'll certainly wish South Sevier the best of luck as they'll move on in the tournament, and we'll be there.
Play Grantsville in that game, and we'll
cheering
see.
them on.
the rest of our teams and hope teams in Central Utah can pull out a win tonight, and we can be a little partisan with that.
So with that being said, we need to step aside for the next crew that's coming in for Richfield's game. Again, it's been my pleasure working with Curtis Marsh here at the Orem High School. A reminder, the Delta boys will be in action tomorrow. That will be a 4:50 game, and for South Sevier, their boys will play the 10:10 game against UAB. So we invite you to stay with us right here on Centricom and also on Mid-Utah Radio. For Barrett Hilton producing this one, for Curtis Marsh, I'm Ken Nielsen saying thank you so much for being with us. The final score once again, 46-27. Stick with us as Richfield will be up next.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.